Hazbin Hotel.
Hmm.
Why do you think I found her through you? Hold up.
No.
But no, I found her because I was a trying to pass the hotel. I just want everything across my days. Hi, how are you? Oh, are you okay? No, but I'll be okay. Age comes wisdom, but with age comes pain. With age comes wisdom. With age comes wisdom, but also comes with the pain that you get from growing. Am I wrong? I mean, like when you grow older, you come into a lot of pain. Is decaying or something? Well, born every day you're edging closer to death, but I mean, it's a weird way to look at it, but I'm not.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Gabe.
Hi.
I thought you were still screaming and muting yourself when I see her.
I don't have to mute my mic. They can still hear me, so... And why would I mute myself so that you could hear me?
The year was 2027.
What? Hello,
Advances in biotechnology are helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree.
Just realized 10 minutes full cutscene because that's what this game is, so I mean...
A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit at least, not everyone was happy to see it.
Sound jealous.
I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. Tried to stop them. Their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. But I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. Took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer.
Gas charge here for video calls
6 months
and
into my
marks
recovery,
noises. What a chat.
Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military object called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for them this time. They took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new
chat if you would like to talk about things while I wait for this.
Knew it would be a trap in the end.
Take what's to my advantage.
Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone.
You trying to ask me to foster you again?
Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before.
Joke's on you, I'll do it on
stream.
stream.
Have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped
I mean, if I put
Morrison,
my phone closer to my
close the penthouse
microphone, they
barrack
can
told
hear
me
you.
about.
No, I
Bell
don't
Tower
want to hear me.
Associates,
Jesus, I don't want to hear.
private
I don't want
security
to hear
firm
me being
with a contract to the
flustered.
Chinese government.
Because I went
Had
there and
agents
I
tossing the suite when I arrived. Just
Fair,
not for
fair.
the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen.
Sorry.
The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the arm in Sarah's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake.
You lovable jerk.
Now his mercenary partners were gunning
Wow.
for him, and I needed to find him
I
before
love
they
you
did.
too.
Locating Van Bruggen
Oh, boy.
meant playing nice with the triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving me a pirate. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this,
I love you too, Abby.
but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She
Oh,
and
yeah?
her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim.
No,
Then she
it's
slipped into
Revio.
a panic room and hit me up, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying. Part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted.
I love you too.
The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news,
What?
had turned those signals
Jokes on me,
off.
what?
I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to leave. Eliza Cassan,
Yeah.
Picus Communications' first lady of news. Malik thought I was reaching when I told him Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad.
Revio.
But when I
Revio.
confronted Cassan in her office, she
Revio.
freely admitted to jamming Detroit satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands.
Oh, you
I
just
suspected
walked
she
out,
wanted
so
to
I
say
mean.
more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us
But I
both
love your
down.
name though.
And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, and jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's first lady of news wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery
what do you do
gave
with
millions of people the chance to evolve
What do you
beyond
do
their
with these
normal
remotes?
human abilities. And at the same time,
I swear, whenever you and Brain touch this PlayStation, the remote gets like it gets taken by the FBI or
Megan's
something.
kidnappers knew this
Yes.
and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati and urged me to keep searching.
I love you, Rebby.
Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart,
Can they hear me?
Sandoval's boss
Who?
and founder of Humanity Front.
Everybody.
Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China.
Mute my microphone on the party if I have to.
No, I'll
Just text it to me, because I have little ones in the room. If it's any, if it's anything like that.
Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me.
Pardon?
After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads.
Come on.
Or more specifically, to the
I'm not getting out of this
Tong
shit,
Si
so.
leader of a
Too
gang of
lazy.
augmentation
How are
harvesters.
you too lazy?
Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse,
I am.
which Bell Tower had
Gabriel?
left at their door.
Excuse me?
What?
At least one of Seraph scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. We were sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Chiron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn.
Not
In
gonna
exchange
lie.
for my help exposing Bell
I
Tower,
usually skip this cutscene, but I was like, why not? But I forgot that this cutscene is literally 10 minutes long, and it's unskippable, so it's EA.
Called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization,
Fair.
millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work.
I love you too, Rebby.
I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who Sarah had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time could give us the answers.
Why is that on? Oh.
Now look at it.
Can Yet another augmented terror attack. 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed. When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's
jump
cockpit,
right now,
and
so
ruthlessly butchered
I
its
went to
flight
go
crew.
look, and I found one. It only has one player in it out of 51. It has a ping of 96, which is absolutely rancid, but not
Details
compared to
recovered from the black box recorder
99,000.
suggest that the man may have been severing flashbacks to the Aug
and
incident. That
here's the
horrible
problem.
day 2 years ago
The
when
day
augmented people
is
all over the world flew
293.
into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes
batteries
you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
What?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good. Because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you.
Nice.
Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap.
Oh,
They
fine.
told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when
Did you
Interpol
get
disrupts that party.
That
Things cover really
screenshot
that
that I
good?
sent you the
It
other
is
day.
right now. We need to keep it that way.
No, not that.
This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished
Carol.
high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess.
Dude.
Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the
First
incident
thing
hit,
is
and they all went
savagely I
schizo,
shot. It
things
popped
got
out. I'm
gruesome
like,
real fast.
okay.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor,
Oh, I
inside
also
the hotel's
have
main
to,
atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the
Everything is like
team to take up positions overlooking the
I
atrium.
also
everything is like so different.
Going in solo from
legendary
the
ARs.
roof.
My objectives?
What's
Keep the
up?
Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one?
Hey,
I'd recommend
sorry about
taking
that. My
a little
internet
hardware.
freaking crapped out on me.
Just to be sure.
I could tell.
Yeah? Okay.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is
Alright, I'm
done.
hopping into that server, Cletus.
Smart thinking.
Yeah,
what was
but if
it
anything does
called?
happen to him, you'll be
Just,
telling his wife.
join on me.
After you get out of the hospital,
okay.
of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Never was one to play the odds. Give me something I can use up close.
You got it. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of...
I'll die.
Aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the... They're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Husk force action. This is Knife Leader. Engage Husk drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
There goes Grog, or Rex. No, I was just pointing it out, that's all. I care more about pointing out the fact that he's gone than the fact that he's actually gone.
But where
Sounds
did
about
you
right.
spawn though?
I spawned the same area as normal. The jungle one or whatever.
Okay.
You have to go play me? Okay. You said I gotta go play Death. No, but you
Team
stopped
leader,
and it
this is
sounded like you
Jensen.
said
I'm
I'm
on the
gonna go
roof.
play Death.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far
I
end
was
of the
just trying to mess with you,
penthouses.
but don't mind
And
me.
keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger
I'm in a
that.
pretty decent
McCready
mood
will
today, mainly
advise
because I
once
don't
his
have to
team
work
is on
again,
the ground.
so fucking hallelujah.
Miller out.
Oh great, it's becoming nighttime. Fuck my life. Are you in, Cletus? Oh yeah, you are. Who is this? Who is this person? Hello, Sir Cletus.
Hey, hi.
I will invite to trial. You know what? I'm gonna try and hop on this guy and just have him... I'm just gonna hop on this guy and have him protect me for the night. Fuck it. I was gonna have this giant turtle protect me for the night.
Fine.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a stone hatchet and campfire. What do we need for a campfire anyway? We need stone, thatch, wood.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What you doing,
What's
Cletus?
wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy
I need
McCready.
10
They have
thatch.
colors and shapes.
There's
Just remember,
wood.
red means bad.
Got
Fuck
all
you.
the thatch and wood. Do you have any rocks?
No, I did not.
Shit. Oh, okay. I just got 4 rocks and just spamming freaking primal blood. Victory. Alright, so now I can make a pickaxe. And then I'm gonna need flint to make a... Please, stick with me. I'm about to be able to get a torch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have my stinking brightness almost at max so I can see during the night, so good.
Alright, Cletus.
So,
Where the hell did you go?
I barely.
Okay, here, hold this for me. No, not that. I need the flints. Just take the...
What you said?
Yeah.
Oh, darn it, you two.
Your existences irritate him at times. Let's put it that way.
Trace program
I
initiated.
cannot confirm or deny.
See?
Access granted.
Cletus, can you pull out the torch? I can't see anything.
Oh, oh. Sorry, I didn't know I needed to be torched, man.
Thank you. Alright.
I think that was the last one.
Oh, that thing is level 90. How old is this server?
And this is the easiest area in the game, so that's kind of weird. Elustrosaurus at level fucking 90. Yeah. Alright, let's go and get some thatch. Follow me! I hear a dodo. Look at this. Burn the dodo to death. We need meat. Come back, dodo!
I'm trying to attack a 145 Dilophosaur. Where's that? What's that torch? How am I supposed to do that?
I can't even grab the damn torch. Are you serious? Great, I have no stamina. Perfect. Okay, yeah, we're not doing this.
Jensen, Mac,
I'm gonna go to a non-dedicated server.
Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
The fact that a fucking Dilophosaurus was that high of a level, it literally almost won it.
Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Dilophosauruses are not supposed to fucking one-hit in this game, alright? Drain and food drain.
هذا كان صوت غريب.
I'm gonna keep stamina drain on, but I'm gonna turn off it for dinos.
Huh?
Alright. Generic. Alright, I'm making a server for this. I'm sorry, I was not going to be playing that fucking server when there were literally enemies at such a high level right off the rip in the easiest, or in the supposedly easiest area in the game, you know? Like, I'm not doing that, sorry, not happening.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
Never have company.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's
Cletus,
communications
I'm in.
booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
خليل الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جايه كمان شويه. روح قول لبقيه الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy.
Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Miller, I've disabled the Jin's comms booster.
Oh, got a giant
Should
lag
make it
spike
harder
damage,
for them
you're
to
in.
listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck,
Cover.
Sing's cover will still be intact when this is over.
I love that,
Roger
how
that.
I know
Moving
that
on
you
to primary
joined,
target
just
now.
a giant-ass lag spike happens on my end. I do find that rather funny, but that's actually, like, a thing. Anywho.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, XP for
Jensen,
killing
we're inside the
and
atrium, taking up
crafting
positions on the
is
terraces. What's your
bumped
20?
Still moving.
So,
Well, hurry the fuck up.
Okay.
Enemy helos
Those are the
inbound
main
and this
two ways for
sandstorm's
us to
getting
get XP
close.
right
You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a
now
heart
I need
after all.
flint.
Way to look out for your
Where are
team.
you, normal
Greedy
rocks? I
out.
don't want to mine these until we got the metal pickaxe, so I can get
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jim shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that.
got all these
About
improvements.
fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes
I'll
up,
go ahead and
safety's
do
off,
the
guys.
thatch
Yeah, no
foundation
shit, Brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth,
and all
Holiday.
that stuff.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
Okay.
Everybody stay sharp.
Where are you, by the way?
Sing's got eyes on Shepard.
Where the
There
heck
you
are
are.
you?
Dude, turn around. I'm right here.
Oh.
Hello.
Can't decide to lag out really
Remember,
bad.
Sing's down there, so watch your fire.
So the game decided to lag out really bad.
Executing a boy with a sandstorm on our ass.
I
cannot take credit for Mother Nature.
I see.
You can
You
call
have
me
shit.
Shepard.
Can I hurt you?
Are these the weapons?
Yes, it does.
The orcs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are
KO!
Show me the cash, quick, and
What the? I'm gonna go and drag you Actually, how long does it take me to
Yeah, a couple seconds.
Yeah.
The party's been catched. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire! Weapons free! Open up!
Oh,
Can we
okay.
get a grab for the chopper? Got a shot?
Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Alright.
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that. Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.